And another thing I would do is that one thing I noticed as a person with a disability is people always, number one, jealousy, of course, and two, they try to make you feel like you're less than them, and they try to be better than you without actually saying they're trying to be better than you because they're trying to. It's like, say if you got something for your birthday, you got a baby doll, you got something that makes you happy, and then you show it to them, and they're like, "Oh, well, I got this, so this is way better," and you just get everything you want. Wrong. I'm happy. No, nobody's too old to celebrate your birthday. Nobody's too old to celebrate Christmas. Nobody's too old to celebrate Thanksgiving. Nobody is too old for anything. And people might tell me like, "Oh, you're too old to to do all this, and you're too old to have this life." No, nobody's too old for anything. And I don't like when people are like trying to deny like our fun and stuff like that, because and especially the people that are nonverbal, and I know people that are nonverbal, they like to have fun just as well. And a lot of people want to take that for granted and try to control what they do, try to embarrass them, because being embarrassed is not fun. It really is not fun. And um, as somebody that's been embarrassed most of her childhood and partly her adulthood, and just be put on the spot, like it's not for the week. And then when people when you do that back to other people, then it's like you're the bad person. And that's another thing I learned is stop playing tit for tat. Two wrongs don't make it right, and just because they hurt you doesn't mean you get to hurt them back. Because all that's doing is just making it worse. Like, revenge is not the answer. It's really not the answer if you think about it. You're just doing that to please yourself when you're really hurting yourself and the other person inside. And a lot of people don't take that in consideration. Because a lot of people just think that, oh, they know everything. And people will basically think that I don't understand a lot. And they think I don't know a lot. Even if they know me for years. They think I still don't know a lot. And um because like I said, my niece, my nephew, and my brother and his kids, they talk to me like I'm a regular human being, and we have full blown conversations, and I like that. We don't just barely sit there and just like not talk or anything like that, but it's only when we all feel like talking, because sometimes people don't want to always talk, and that's fine. you know and you can't always expect people to just get up and just start texting you. No, you can't expect that. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but you can't expect people outside of your comfort zone and outside of your family to text you back. Especially, it's one thing when you're bored, but when somebody really expects that out of you, like every single day, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. People make time for who they want to make time for. And at the end of the day, um, those are the peoples that always make time for me. Because I always have time for them. The only time I don't is if I'm out of the house or if I'm busy or if I'm doing something. But I always tell them, hey, I'll call you later or, stuff like that. I don't just fully avoid people like that. But I'm not going to sit there and have a full-blown conversation with you because you expect it. No. If there's days where I don't feel like talking, I'm not being rude. I just want time to myself. And that's fine. Everybody deserves time to themselves. But at the end of the day, people, here's one thing I learned about people. People will start acting funny when they don't get what they want from you. And that's anything. Anything. Because people don't know how to really like say it, but they'll say stuff and do certain things, and they act funny because they didn't get what they wanted from you. If people don't get what they want, then that shows you, were they really your friend or were they really just, and they don't know how to express it because they don't want to come out to you disrespectfully or anything like that. Okay. As I was saying, so don't expect people to have the same loyalty, because a lot of people don't have the same loyalty. A lot of people don't know how to be respectful. A lot of people are just like, we're human at the end of the day. We're allowed to be upset. We're allowed to have emotions. We're allowed to have feelings, but it is what it is. And that's my thing, because if I tell you no the first time and you want to keep arguing with me, like, no, don't keep arguing with me, because then you're going to meet my angry side. And I personally don't like that. So, yeah. So, basically that's my point of view. So, yeah. Cuz I get frustrated and I'll get frustrated real quick. No. Not doing that. So, yeah.